Hey, Skull Nation. What's up, you purple-blooded warriors? This is your die-hard Vikings fan, straight from the heart of Minnesota, fired up and ready to dive into the latest from Vikings news. Imagine this. We just got our tails handed to us in a 37-10 beatdown by those sneaky Chargers on Thursday night, and now the whole league's buzzing like a beehive on fire. But hold up, before we spiral into the abyss, let's grab that purple towel and rally. Today, we're breaking down the overreactions, the injury woes, and some trade magic that could flip this season on its head. Stick with me because by the end, you'll be screaming "Skull" louder than US Bank Stadium on game day. Who's ready to turn this frown upside down? That Chargers game? Man, it was like watching a horror movie where the Vikings are the final girl who trips over her own feet. Justin Herbert carved us up for 419 total yards, while our offense limped to just 164. That's a measly 3.9 yards per play compared to their 6.0 explosion. Carson Wentz took a pounding, sacked 5 times and finishing with a 67.5 passer rating on 15 of 27 for 144 yards, 1 TD, and a pick. And don't get me started on the defense. They couldn't stop a nosebleed, let alone Kamani Vidal's 117 rushing yards. But hey, every team's got that one wake-up call game where they get humbled. Remember last year's gut punch against Green Bay? This is ours, and it's fueling the fire. Fans, I feel your pain scrolling through the comments right now. Fire everyone. Trade the farm. But let's pump the brakes. This 3 to 4 skid stings, especially after that bye-week tease, but we've bounced back from worse. Aaron Jones returned from his hamstring tweak with 15 yards on 5 carries, showing flashes, and our penalties, 8 for 66 yards, were brutal but fixable. What's your take? Was this rock bottom or just the spark we needed? Drop it below. I read every one. All right, Purple Pride. Let's talk the big elephant in the huddle. Did we royally screw up letting Sam Darnold walk? Straight up, reality check, not overreaction. Last offseason, we had Darnold and Daniel Jones on the roster, both balling out in spots, and we shipped him off for J.J. McCarthy, our shiny number 10 pick from 24. Fast forward. Darnold's lighting it up in Seattle, 4th in passer rating at 109.2, tops in yards per attempt at 9.1, and dropping dimes on deep balls like it's nothing. Stats we desperately miss under center. Meanwhile, McCarthy's been sidelined more than he's suited up, nursing that high ankle sprain from week 2 after a knee injury wiped out his rookie year. He's got 301 passing yards on the season, 58.5% completion, 2 TDs, 3 picks. Decent, but that one hot quarter against the Bears feels like a lifetime ago. We downgraded big time, and now with Wentz looking like yesterday's news, it's got fans howling. Imagine Darnold slinging it to Justin Jefferson right now. Pure poetry. Do you think we'd be 5-2 instead of scraping by? Hit the comments. Let's debate this one out. But here's the silver lining, Skull fam. McCarthy's on the cusp. Coach KOC said post-game, if JJ's healthy, JJ will play. And with Week 9 against the Lions looming just 9 days away, that high ankle timeline hits 7 weeks. Right in the sweet spot for a return. He's been emergency QB the last 2 games, so the leg's holding. This is our shot to see if he's the franchise guy or if we need to pivot hard before 2026 drafts loom large. Picture it. McCarthy drops back, scans the field, and unleashes that mobility we saw in college. 50 rushing yards already this year. Franchise QBs stay upright, though, and his injury history's a red flag. If he balls out like that Bears 4th quarter, we're golden. If not, it's data for the war room. No more baby steps, time to let him eat. What's your prediction for his Lions debut? Starter or bust? Sound off. Shifting gears to the trenches where the real bloodbaths happen. Our O-line's been a turnstile, and no one felt it more than Carson Wentz in that Chargers massacre. The guy's a walking bruise factory, sacked 5 times, taking hit after hit like he's auditioning for a Rocky sequel. And his deep ball? Ice cold at 4 of 8 for 56 yards and a pick on 10-plus air yards throws. By the 4th quarter, he was 33.3 rated, looking lost and frustrated on the sideline. Pure malpractice to leave him in that long. KOC defended it post-game, saying they checked in constantly. Carson was sore going in, took hits, but he said he was good and wanted to keep going. Fair, but in a 20-point blowout, why not yank him earlier for a peek at rookie Max Brosmer? Brosmer went 3 of 4 in garbage time, showing poise. Could he be worse? The line's banged up? Sure. With Christian Darrisaw sore in his repaired knee after 69 snaps versus the Eagles, and Brian O'Neill nursing the quick turnaround. But get this, both tackles are eyeing a Lions return, and that duo changes everything. Pressures drop, protection holds, offense hums. We're talking night and day better with them anchoring. Fans, would pulling went sooner have sparked something? Or was the line just too porous? Give me your hot take. Now, let's channel that post-loss rage into something fun. Justin Jefferson's post-game mic drop had me nodding like, "Preach, JJ!" After the 37-10 thud, our star WR didn't sugarcoat it. Just losing the way we lost. Coming off last week, trying to get that bad taste out, and we're left with the same taste. It's frustrating, not putting up points, not getting stops. That's all a team effort, and we're just not doing enough. You feel that raw edge? JJ's hauling in passes for 15 yards on 2 catches amid the chaos. But the offense sputtered to 135 yards in Wentz's 9 possessions. He's the heart of the squad, 4th in the league for targets, yet we're stranding him like a Ferrari in a parking lot. This fire from him is the wake-up call we need. Imagine when McCarthy returns and feeds him 10-plus deep shots a game. Skull Nation, JJ's honesty fires me up more than any win. He's not pointing fingers. He's owning it, rallying us. What's the one play you designed to unleash him next week? Comment below. Best idea gets a shout out. With the trade deadline ticking down to November 4th, Vikings news is exploding with buzz. And I'm here for it. Time to wheel and deal like Kwesi Adofo-Mensah at a garage sale. First up, corners. Baby, Jeff Okudah's second concussion this year has our secondary leaking like a sieve. So eyes on Rick Woolen from the Seahawks. This 6 feet 4 inches speed demon's got 11 career picks and 30 PBUs. But he's a square peg in Mike McDonald's scheme. Perfect for Brian Flores man coverage madness. League execs are whispering Seattle's GS. Itching to move him, especially with Devin Witherspoon banged up. Our offer? A conditional 2026 5th for Woolen plus their 2027 7th. Low risk, high reward. Imagine him locking down Lions receivers. That's edge-setting gold. And don't sleep on Alani Taylor from the Saints, versatile slot beast with 6 sacks, 3 INTs, 36 PBUs, heading to free agency next year. Same deal, 5th for him and a 7th. Fans, Woolen or Taylor? Who's your pick to shore up the back end? Would you pull the trigger today? Let's hear it. Diving deeper into the trade frenzy. Picture this. We snag Alani Taylor and suddenly Flores' defense clicks like never before. The Saints aren't dying to move him, but a strong offer. And ours is a steal at that 2026 5th plus a throw-in 7th. Could sway him, especially with their young DB core like Kool-Aid McKinstry rising. Taylor's urgent, speedy, perimeter nightmare, slot disruptor. And at 25% trade odds, he's a bargain before the deadline. We've got the draft capital. Why not flip it for immediate impact? Okudah is out, Byron Murphy's solid but stretched. Taylor slides right in, boosting our 12.86% pressure-to-sack conversion that's killing us. This isn't panic. It's calculated chaos to flip 3-4 into playoff contention. Skull Squad. Does Taylor fit the bill or should we hunt elsewhere? Drop your dream trade package. Hold up, Vikings faithful. More CB candy on the block. Michael Carter 2 from the Jets, that steady nickel with 2 INTs and 21 PBUs over 5 years. At 26, he's got play strength, quick feet for slot work, and run-stopping grit, 45% trade chance, per the buzz, especially after they snagged Jarvis Brownlee Jr. while Carter's in concussion protocol. We'd slot him in for $4 million injury guarantee next year, but his steady presence could steady our wobbly secondary. Imagine Carter cutting off edges, matching in space, perfect for Flores' aggressive scheme. The Jets are rebuilding. We're not, and with our 3-4 hole, this feels like low-hanging fruit. No splash plays, but reliability in a sea of chaos? Yes, please. Who's hotter in your book? Carter for the slot or Woolen for outside lockdown? Vote in the comments. Rounding out the corner hunt, Roger McCreary from the Titans screams value. Physical cover guy who flips inside/outside. 3 career INTs but a ball hawk at heart. Titans are in transition, so 35% trade odds make him ripe for a day 3 pick swap. His aggressive demeanor meshes with any D needing versatile tackling in space. Us yesterday. We've released Kobe King to the Jets, smart waiver snag for them, and now LB depth's thin. McCreary adds that hybrid edge. Low cost, high fit, Kwesi. Make the call. Purple Army, McCreary a must-get or pass. What's your trade deadline wish? One more CB gem before we pivot. Cam Taylor-Britt from the Bengals, fresh off a healthy scratch against Pittsburgh. At 26, he's got long speed for vertical man, 7 INTs and 15 PBUs from 23 to 24, but zone-heavy fits like ours could unlock him. Bengals might cut bait for a fresh start, 25% odds, and his XDC Lou Anarumo's now in Indy, but we're the better landing spot. With DJ Turner and Dax Hill owning Cincy's corners, Taylor-Britt's free agency value needs a boost. Enter Minnesota. He'd deter deep balls. Pair with our pass rush that's pressuring but not finishing. 18 sacks on 140 pressures this year. Fans, Taylor-Britt to the Vikings, yay or nay? Dream lineup? Trade talks heating up beyond corners. Kirk Cousins as a QB safety net? The Falcons vet's 20% trade odds spike if injuries hit, and his play-action QBR of 73.6 fits KOC's rhythm throws like a glove. At 37, he's battled INTs, 16 last year, but that $10 million 26 guarantees a hurdle. Yet Wentz's shoulder bruise post-Chargers makes a Minneapolis reunion tasty, especially with McCarthy's return iffy. Cousins to Vikings whispers are fan catnip. Imagine his defined concepts syncing with Jefferson. Falcons might move if desperate. We'd absorb for a number 2 bridge. Skull Nation. Cousins back in purple? Wild card or waste? Staying QB crazy? Kyle Duggar? Wait, no, safety from Pats, but let's flip to real heat. Trading for Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston as Wentz insurance. Giants prefer moving Wilson on his 1-year deal, but Winston's cannon arm opens our offense wide. High turnover risk? Sure, but KOC revived Darnold. Why not tame the gunslinger? Both expendable with Jackson Dart starting in New York. Wentz's beatdown, 15 yards per completion max, screams upgrade. Winston for a mid-rounder? Renaissance under KOC? Yes, your call. Wilson for stability or Winston for fireworks? Comment now. Linebacker buzz. Logan's trade request from Whoops, Bengals. Has us eyeing Cody Barton from the Titans, fresh off their Week 6 coaching purge. 28-year-old vet with 102 games, 50 starts, 42 tackles, and 2 picks this year. Projected 2026 fourth-round value. Titans are fire-sailing everyone but Cam Ward and Jeffrey Simmons. Stockpiling picks. We released King to Jets. LB depths gaping. Barton's productive. Fits our edge setters like Van Ginkel, if healthy. Immediate starter, playoff boost. Purple pride, Barton a steal or overkill. Trade or hold. DT Dreams. Chasing Jeffrey Simmons, $54.87 million through 27, or Quinnen Williams, $56.81 million through 27. Massive contracts, huge draft hauls needed, unlikely, but Flores drools over their interior disruption. Simmons Titans in sell mode. Williams Jets rebuilding. Buzz says no, but a miracle run? Our D-line's solid but needs that Simmons-level anchor to pair with Harrison Phillips. Missed that trade yet. High cost, higher reward. Fans, worth the farm for a DT stud? Yay or too pricey? Offensive line reinforcements. Jackson Powers Johnson from Raiders. Benched after a rocky start despite Remington Trophy pedigree and 14 rookie starts. Versatile center/guard. 2026 fourth value. Raiders low on him with Pete Carroll at helm. We're thin at center sans Ryan Kelly vibes. He'd battle Ed Ingram for snaps. Flashes of potential amid inconsistency. Perfect project for KOC. Suitors like Browns, Texans circling. Snag him cheap. Skull Squad, Powers Johnson to anchor us. Lineup dream? Wrapping the trade whirlwind. That wild pitch. Shipping TJ Hawkinson to the Rams for a fourth? Vinny Iyer's hot take says we're .500 and asset light. No glaring needs, But Hawks not popping is KOC's target, while LA craves a third option beyond Nakua and Adams. Two-time Pro Bowler, reliable hands, but Higbee and rookie Terrence Ferguson crowd the TE room. McVay's not a multi-TE guy. Aggressive offer might tempt, fourth feels right, but gut says no. Hawks are red zone king. Deadline fever. Your verdict. Trade Hawk or keep the family. Final thoughts? Few. Skull Nation, we've unpacked the pain, the fixes, and the fantasy trades that could make us roar. From that Chargers whoopin' to McCarthy's looming return, this 3 to 4 squad's got fight left. Healthier O-line, a QB spark, and deadline deals could catapult us. I still believe, purple heart and soul. If this fired you up, smash that like button, drop your top trade one in the comments, subscribe for daily Vikings news hits, and share with your fellow fans. Let's flood the timeline with Skull. Who's with me? Until next time, stay purple, stay passionate. Skull Vikings.